This is the only team in the top 10 that actually had a top 10 at Homestead. And that combination moved them back into second place to finish the year. And what was really odd was this team only had 8 drivers because this team had Hornish, and Hornish failed to qualify. So this team's running around with 8 drivers, but is the only team in the top 10 to finish with the top 10 at Homestead. So it was a strong year for our second place team. You had a win at Phoenix, you had 2 top 5s, 7 top 10s, and a strong finish at Homestead. So our second place team for 2008 is White Lightning.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Somebody needs to take this camera. Just a little
Our last position, obviously our champion for 2008.
lucky dog.
A lucky dog for 2008. The first race of the year, the Daytona 500, our champion finished 139th. Okay, and then I looked back to see how they did from there and how they recovered. It wasn't until week number 9, and that was the Talladega race, that this team finally had a top 5, and that finally moved them onto the front page of the standings, which was 25th place at the time. In week 11, another top finish moved them up again. The driver changes came at this point, and our champion made what I still say was a crazy move, but it was a really bold move. Kyle Busch had won 3 races already by week 11. This team chose to leave Kyle Busch off the team.
That's because he hates Kyle Busch.
And I went up to him later and I asked him, why in the world would you leave Kyle Busch off your team? Everybody else was putting him on there. And he said to me that he thought it was the only way that he would move up, as if he had something different than everybody else above him. And everybody else above him had Kyle Busch. So he took a chance and left Kyle Busch off the team. And of course it turned out to be a brilliant move.
Well,
I thought he was crazy, but it was working. In week 14, which was Pocono, he got the win. And he got it with 1,321 points that week. That moved him into 4th place. This team hung around the top 10 until the chase. When the chase hit, they found themselves in 4th place again. They were 424 points out of 1st. But the first race of the chase is New Hampshire. And this team won New Hampshire.
Kyle Busch blew up.
So that immediately began, they started cutting into that lead of 1st place. 3 races into the chase, which was Kansas, another top 10 for our champion, and that moved him into 1st place. And once they got to 1st place, they never let it go. They stayed there till the end of the year. In the end, this team ended up with the most top 10s of any team. They ended up with 8 top 10s. Our 2008 champion had the following driver combinations: Carl Edwards, Greg Biffle, Jeff Burton, Denny Hamlin, Earnhardt Jr., Casey Kane, Brian Vickers, David Rudiman, and Travis Quapple. Finishing with 45,265 points for the year, 2 wins, Pocono and New Hampshire, 3 top 5s, 8 top 10s. Our 2008 champion is Trouble in Turn 3.
Oh, come on, man.
Please want to buy a round, Greg.
Buy a round. Thank you, everybody.
Good job, man.
Thank you, Kyle Busch.
No wonder you were so happy with Kyle Crash.
Once again, now y'all coming down, we gotta spin that wheel. But before we spin that wheel,
Number 1.
you know,
Make sure
Good job, bro.
we got Bryce here. runs this pool all year long, guys. Doesn't make a penny out of it.